Welcome to Your Anime Senpais. I'm John.
And I'm Richard.
And today we're going to be reviewing Land Saga Episode 6.
And Tensura, Episode 6.
Full spoilers ahead. Let's get this started.
All right. So, John, Land Saga. It's been a great ride so far, right?
Oh, man. The best.
The best. You know what? What do we got for this week? What kind of greatness do we have for this episode?
It kept climbing and climbing. We got to episode 5. It hit a high point. And episode 6, it just dropped like a rock.
Oh, no.
Well, the comedy did. Let's clarify that. So we turned into Zombieland drama this week. A nice drama. Because now we're going to, like we talked about earlier, we're going to get some dinner with our dessert. 'Cause we've been having this awesome comedy. Now we need a little backstory, a little relatability to these characters. So let's kind of go into that a little bit. And just talking about little things. So the people that were kind of spying on Sakura, through the binoculars, whatever, they come across Franchouchou's website. Can't still find anything out about them. Their website was probably made in like the late 90s, it looks like. Okay. So it looks horrible. Anyway, it's great. So now we learn that Franchouchou has fans, which is great because they're nobodies. Mm-hmm. And so they need, as quickly as possible, to interact with these fans. Photo op time. Yep. So we get this photo op going. They do a nice little show for everyone. And they're selling shirts and towels and merchandise and everything else for people. And everything's going great. They start their photo op at the end of it. And Junko-chan just kind of starts freaking out. Doesn't like all this. So that kind of ruins the mood. And eventually we cut away to later that day or the next day. And the manager just kind of, tears into him. Just belittles him. Calls him all kinds of names. Just walks out on him. Says, whatever. That was horrible. So Junko-chan runs out. And Sakura finds her. They kind of have a little one-on-one, and she kind of finds out that Junko-chan's from an era when, and she's from a little in the past, so she's from an era when pop idols were more like celebrities. They were the people you looked up to, the people that you admired, you aspired to be like even, but they're not people that interacted with their fans. That was kind of below them, so she kind of gets that almost degrading kind of idea from all this. I don't know. But kind of quickly moving on, another kind of backstory that happened here was Ai-chan, I guess. We kind of find her in the middle of a storm out, just kind of hunkered down, curled up as the lightning's kind of going through, and one of the girls finds her as well. And they're like, well, what's wrong? And we go into her backstory where she was performing her last performance. And she ran out to the middle of the stage, and the way that she was actually killed was by being struck by lightning. So right there in front of hundreds, thousands of people, she just died. And she's been scarred into the afterlife by that. So she is not looking forward to any sort of performing outside, especially whenever there's thunder. They go back to, they kind of get everyone back together, and the manager announces that they're going to be the newcomer lineup at the new Saga Rock concert, which is like a big deal in the area of Saga. So they're kind of excited about that, except for Ai-chan, because of course there's a possibility she'll get struck by lightning again. I guess that's what she's worried about.
She's already dead.
Well, I don't know. You just take it with you, I guess. So
yeah, that's fair.
Anyway, so basically, just as looking over this, I would basically rate this as a fail as a comedy, but a great drama this week. We got plenty of backstory and plenty of information about all of our characters, all of our girls. So
okay,
let's move on to Tensura.
Yep.
And find out what happened to the almighty Rimuru.
Okay, yeah. So episode 6 of Tensura, kind of a slowish episode too, a little bit. I mean, there was a little bit of action in there, kind of sprinkled in, but more kind of the same thing with doing a little bit of backstory. So, big highlight for this episode: Rimuru and Shizu finally meet up. Now, for those who've been paying attention, we've seen Shizu a couple different times here, not including the opening and the outro, but we've seen her a couple different times. The biggest two times we saw her at the very beginning of the first episode. She was the young girl that was running through this burning town with her mom, and she loses her mom, and then she gets engulfed in fire herself, which would come to find out that was her actually being summoned. So there was that, and then the second thing we saw was just a couple episodes actually ago when Rimuru was getting his fortune told by the elf, and she, predicts his destined one or fated one, however you want to say that, and her face showed up in the crystal ball. So as soon as he sees her, he immediately recognizes her. Of course, he's never met her, but he knows who she is. So they kind of have a nice interaction together. I mean, they're both from Japan, from the same world, albeit from different times. She's from World War II and he's from modern day. But even still, they have a nice interaction together. It was nice seeing Rimuru interacting with someone from his own dimension, I guess. But so that was really nice. And it was also nice of him to kind of show her, hey, this is how much Japan has grown, how it's recovered from World War II. And so there was a really nice moment there. But yeah, that was the biggest thing that happened in this episode. And of course, now from there, I kind of want to transition over to some of the side characters, the minor characters, if you will. And I got to say one thing about Tensura, and you could probably say this for a lot of different anime and a lot of different stories, but it's got some really wonderful side characters, right?
Really?
So,
yeah,
let's talk about, for example, Gobita, right?
Oh man, yeah.
Everybody seems to love Gobita. I watch reaction videos. I've seen comments and stuff like that. Everybody seems to like Gobita. Everybody's rooting for him. He's kind of just that comedic guy. Something always funny happens to him. He got wrapped up in that. Rimuru wrapped him up in that spider web and just left him hanging there, sleeping in the jail cell. So everybody's just cheering for him. Everybody's just laughing. But at the same time, he's got his moments, right? So
got to cheer for the underdog.
Right, yeah. So all of a sudden now you can summon a Tempest Wolf at command.
I didn't think that's what he was summoning when he did that.
Right, yeah. It's
that's not what I thought was going to be happening.
But, now that's a pretty awesome ability if you ask me. I mean, now we kind of just can go anywhere, and then if he needs to escape, summon a Tempest Wolf, and there you go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he was able to do that. Now, of course, we get back to the funny side of things where he doesn't actually know how he did it. He's just okay, all you got to do, guys, is just this. And then everyone's just like, what does that mean? But so really awesome character, maybe not so great of a teacher per se, but it is what it is. And so from there, I'm going to move on to Rigudo, the Goblin Lord. And this guy, I tell you, every time, or at least almost every time he's on scene, what is he doing? Flexing his muscles, just like this,
just sounds like a good leader.
Yeah, I mean, right. And then just he could not even be saying anything. He'd just be there on screen and just that's all he's doing, just like that. And I gotta say, if this guy and Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist ever met up together, they would obviously be the best of friends. Just
a whole episode of just flexing.
Yeah, exactly. And the twinkle in the eye and everything. Obviously, best friends. But even beyond just the monsters, I mean, we even had the human adventurers that we saw from episode 2. And if you remember, I was really excited to see them, but I couldn't really tell you all why. And so now we see them again, and they're just wonderful characters too. I mean, why would an adventurer, an experienced adventurer, ever want to poke into a nest full of ants? Why would you do that?
It's an adventure.
I guess. But it still ensued in a lot of comedy, and of course it would lead to Shizu and Rimuru meeting each other for the first time. So, needless to say, like I said, I mean, I can go on about all these different minor characters, and we still got some really good characters coming up too.
Whoa, no spoilers.
I know. I'm not going to spoil. I've said this for the last few episodes now, and I'm just I really want to see these characters now, but I will hold back for now. But in any case, overall, as far as an episode, I'm just going to give it a solid thumbs up. I really enjoy the episode.
Great.
I mean, I'm probably biased because I know everything that's going to happen, but even still, I enjoyed the way that they presented everything, and I'm ready for more. Let's do it. So, anyways, I guess that's it for us this week. So, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.
Check out our other videos. So yeah, that's possibly the best anime I've ever seen.
The best.
Yeah, the best. You need to check it out.
Okay, you know what? I'll check it out right this second.
Oh,
right now.
Let's go watch it then.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go watch it, guys.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, hey. If you like this video, go down there and hit the like button.
And you know what? While you're there, there's a subscribe button and a notification button, so whenever we post a video, you guys will be notified.
Yeah, and even further below that's our comment section. So go down there, share your thoughts on this video, and let us know what you thought about it, and give us some feedback.
Yeah, but please just keep the spoilers to a minimum, please.
Yeah, and thank you guys for watching.
We'll see you next time.